get up. Okay. We gotta sneak out before anyone catches us. Okay. Let's sneak out the door before anybody catches us. Come on, Brad. Let's go. Starting off here, right, we're going to go under the bridge, around this point here, heading north up Crotch Lake, portage up to Shirley today, pick a campsite somewhere up here, and then tomorrow we'll do our day trip into Ryan, maybe as far as Big Red, don't think we'll get as far as Shrew, and on Sunday we'll come back out and camp on Crotch, so we can do some more pike fishing. Alright. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay. Here we are coming up to the north end of Crotch Lake. Starting to narrow off here. Nice, beautiful view on this lake. Fair bit of traffic for the long weekend, but some really nice looking islands and it's been nice and calm so far. Peter's starting to dig into the snacks. Can't blame him, it's almost lunchtime anyway. Well, it's 10 after 11 and we're at the Shirley Lake portage from Crotch. We're still at the Crotch end. So pretty good time there. Beautiful day. At the moment we've got the place to ourselves. Pete's busy unloading the canoe. I think he's going to carry everything over for me. Maybe. I like it. Peter, what's sticking out of your mouth? Are you eating the worms again? I told you not to eat the worms. Peter, the worms are for the fish, not for you. No wonder we never catch anything if you eat all the worms. Okay, here it is, the first fish caught of the trip. We said any type. Technically clams might not be fish, but it's the biggest thing we've pulled out of the water so far. So I'm ahead. Totally ahead. Looks like Peter's got something hooked. He was following us. He's keeping his rod up now. It's pulling pretty good. Keep reeling, Pete. Keep reeling. Keep the tension on. We'll see what it is when it gets closer. Could just be weeds. Could be a bigger clam. That'd be a problem. Might even be a fish, but it's a little too early to say. This was a 15-inch lake trout, caught in about 30 feet of water. It's Peter's first lake trout he's caught. Nice looking fish. Ready to go, lots of energy. There he swims away. Did you talk to the bear?
What bear?
When I went up to like check the site, I talked to the bear up there. Didn't you see him? Well, he said he's camping up the back.
Oh, cool.
But he said it's okay. He'll share the thunderbox with us as long as we lend him some toilet paper.
No way.
Oh, come on. It's not a big deal.
Bears poop a lot.
Well, it's either that or we have to keep paddling.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
What do you think? We got an extra roll.
Maybe.
Well, let's try it. You know what? If it doesn't work out, we can always move tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, Saturday morning. It's about 10 o'clock. We've had breakfast and cleaned up, did our dishes. Everything's packed away. And now we're going to head off on our day trip. We're heading out towards Portage to Ryan, which is, of course, back up Shirley Lake the way we came yesterday. And not too cloudy, sun's coming back out. Looking like a good day. I'm not 100% sure if Peter's got something here or not. Looked to be pulling pretty good. We had been about 44 feet of water and came up to about 37 and it looked like it was starting to pull. So he's going to pull it in and check and we'll see what's there.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, Peter does have a fish here. I'm going to put the camera down and get the net. So here on Ryan Lake, and Peter's already pulled in another fish. This be a brook trout. I'm going to grab the net here. He hardly put any line out on his bottom bouncer here, and he's got one hooked. I even pulled one in a minute or two ago, so let me grab the net here. Peter does seem to have another fish. It's a real good thing. Our bet was really for clams and not fish.
It was for fish, not
Remind me to edit that part of the video when we get home.
Why would you say that in front of them if you were going to edit? They would know.
Good point.
For fishing, I would actually win.
Okay, so I'll erase this.
No, you won't let you.
Let's see what he pulls in this time. So we're coming back up Shirley Lake here. We're in 66 feet of water. Peter appears to have hooked something again, which would make it another laker if he pulls it in. Well, that was another 15-inch lake trout, which feistily dove back into the depths of the lake. So I think it's time for Peter to stop catching fish and let me have some. Because that's 3 lake trout and 2 brook trout for him today. And I've only had 1 brook trout, and that's just not fair. Have you ever had one of those days where your canoeing partner is catching fish faster than you can get your line in the water? And it feels like you're paddling uphill the whole time. And meanwhile, he's complaining that his arms are getting tired.
They are.
Well, I'm hoping this is just a whole big chunk of weeds because we came over a really shallow spot. But I don't know. What's that, Pete?
Why did you put him back?
Let's watch this one. He's caught enough. It doesn't matter if this one gets away. It might even be a little bit bigger this time. What? What?
Extra toilet paper. So I told you bears poop a lot.
What do you mean?
Bears poop a lot, so they use up extra toilet paper.
Okay, there should be some extra in the barrel.
Alright.
You know, I don't know. This bit about sharing the campsite with the bear and all, sharing the thunderbox. It's not like he snores too loud, but if he's gonna use all the toilet paper, I think maybe we should move back to Crotch Lake for tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think we'll have to. After breakfast, let's get packed up. Well, it's about 10 to 10. We're packed up and on the water, leaving our campsite. Heading back towards Crotch Lake. So we're gonna head south down Shirley here. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's boiling hot already. Brownie's already reaching over the side for a drink. That's how hot it is. Well, we're almost back to the south end of Shirley. Just finished telling Peter we're in 80 feet of water when he got something on his line that doesn't look like a snag, according to Peter. So he's reeling it in. I'm going to reel mine in because we're almost done anyway, and then come back and see what he caught. Alright, my line's reeled in, and Peter now has another lake trout on the line there.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
And this one looks a little bit bigger. I'm going to pull her in. Oh, he's fighting a little bit. So here's Peter's last lake trout. This one was actually a little bit bigger at 16.5 inches. I'm going to let it go. See if he swims off here. Alrighty, it is almost 1 o'clock. We are loaded up at Crotch Lake, ready to head out and find a nice sandy campsite with a beach that we can go for a bit of a swim, because it's really boiling hot today. And all three of us would like to get in the water and get away from the bugs and cool off a bit. Okay, Peter's claiming to have a fish again, but it's pulling the canoe. So I'm thinking that this time he really is snagged.
I did have a bite.
It did fight like a weed to start with. I agree. Here's our gourmet blueberry dumpling for breakfast this morning. Well, it's almost noon now as we head out on Crotch Lake. We're going to be paddling north this way despite the wind. It's only going to be about a 40-45 minute paddle back to the takeout. Very lazy start today. Beautiful day and a nice relaxing way to end our Algonquin adventure.
Dad, do you think Mom's noticed we've been gone for like 4 days?
I think she might have.
Darn.
What are we gonna tell her?
I know. How are we supposed to explain it to her?
Guess we better start working on her story.
Yeah.